Hi neighbors, I'm Allison and you're watching Neighborly News Network. Okay, so can we just pretend that I didn't forget to hide my mic wire? I hope everyone had a good Martin Luther King Jr. Day and a good 3-day weekend off with the kids. I just wanted to say I am so thrilled that I started this channel because I have been able to meet so many new people and businesses and just so much right here in our community. And I'm so excited to be sharing it with you guys. Thank you guys for all of your interest and support with Neighborly News Network as our channel continues to grow, and I really am loving this positive vibe. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. So this week, we're gonna start off our first segment with Nora's Wellness Retreat and learn a little bit more about her cooking classes for adults and kids. Let's take a look. This coffee is great. Today we have Miss Nora, who runs In the Kitchen with Nora, and she does cooking classes for adults and kids, and she's located right here in Fayetteville. So tell us a little bit about some of your classes.
My focus is always on teaching people how to execute healthy, easy, nutritious, but delicious meals. So I teach classes at Piedmont Wellness. We typically take kids as young as 6 years old to as old as 15 years old. And I do private parties as well for those that are interested in a specific theme or birthday party, couples night, whatever it may be, where you're looking to learn how to cook a little bit healthier, just being comfortable in your kitchen, executing nice dishes that are flavorful.
How often are your classes? Or like how many different classes do you have?
I typically do seasonal series. So right now I have a spring series coming up. We have a class right before Valentine's Day that's for couples looking to enjoy a nice meal together and sharpen their cooking skills. I have a class that's focused on greens for St. Patty's, and I have a class coming up in April taking advantage of the nice fresh spring produce that we start having around this time of the year. And then I'll be doing a summer series, and kids have the flexibility to participate in different activities. Each season I do about 3 to 4 classes and private parties year-round.
So how do you sign up for one of your classes? I have a 9 and 13-year-old.
Unless you want a private party, your daughter and some friends would like to learn how to cook together, just contact me. We talk about what would you like the kids to learn specifically, what we develop a menu together that we know they're going to enjoy cooking on my cell phone or on my website or on my social media at In the Kitchen with Nora. For the library, those you can sign up actually through Piedmont. Katie Reese is the children's librarian, and I partner with her, and she puts my classes in the library communication for summer activities. So sometimes people ask me, why do I offer? Because the classes that I offer at the public library for kids are free classes. One other aspect I feel is really important, and what I've observed is that the kids that have a healthier diet are able to focus better. I'm really passionate about teaching these classes and offering the service for free is because if kids are exposed to healthier food that they get to make themselves, they will make better choices. Let's say whole Greek yogurt whipped with a little bit of honey, topped with berries, sprinkled with some nuts and seeds, can taste delicious. It can be a yummy parfait. They will go to the fridge and fix it themselves and teach them that healthy food can taste really, really good throughout their lives. Enjoy fresh, whole foods, and you may be surprised by the fact that they start asking for them.
I just have to say, please teach my kids. That's what I have to say about that.
I welcome the kids, and we have a lot of fun together.
That sounds fun.
It is.
We have a very special event coming up that I have been invited to go film. This is free. This is free. This is free. Did I say that it was free? To detox your body. Who wouldn't want to attend? It's on February 1st from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Let me just go ahead and post the flyer right here at Country Garden Farms at 2050 Sharpsburg McCullum Road in Noonan. And I'll be there filming, so I better see you guys there as well. Come detox your body. You won't regret it. If you have an event that you'd like to share, just send an email to neighborlynewsnetwork@gmail.com. For this week's Business of the Week, we have Miss Melanie here with us with Matter of Focus Counseling here in Fayetteville. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Allison.
So, what is your job title here at Matter of Focus?
Official job title is clinically licensed mental health therapist, but most people know me as the relationship architect.
So, tell us a little bit about what you do.
I would say 75% of my personal clientele is couples. They're newlyweds, or they are engaged, they are in a long-term relationship, or they are already married and realize they don't know each other as well as they thought they did, or they have been together for quite some time and realize they are drifting apart and they don't necessarily know how to find their way back to each other, or they're really considering divorce. So usually even the women that I'm seeing, they are in a relationship. I always want to be sure that the focus here at Matter of Focus is always on the family unit.
So, how long have you been doing this?
I started in 2018 part-time, and I went full-time private practice in 2020. This is going into my 5th year as a full-time business owner, but as a therapist in general, I've been at this almost 15 years.
What inspired you to become a therapist?
Whenever anyone asks me that question, I always have to give credit to my mom. I didn't realize when I was growing up that I liked helping people. She would always say, when you go to college, you should really think about doing something in social services. I didn't want to do that. Got to college, started out majoring in computer information systems. Hated it. Hated it.
Oh no.
I hated it. Eventually moved over to psychology. Fell completely in love with it. That was where I have thrived. I worked in the school system for about 10 years, but having the background in education also helped me be able to have the language necessary. Say when I'm dealing with couples and they're struggling with their teenage son or their teenage daughter, or their kid has a learning disability and they don't know how to navigate IEPs or 504 plans. So being able to take that knowledge plus my love of the family structure, that has been by far been the best decision ever.
It's important to do something that you just love to do.
Oh, absolutely.
What are some of the most common challenges that you would say couples face?
Sex, finances, and communication all day, every day, without fail. Different couple, same story. And at the top of all of that is communication.
So, what advice would you give to couples to improve on their communication?
Who you are today is not who you were yesterday. Don't equate the relationship on yesterday's love, because people change. So why would two people who are in a relationship still be the same in 5, 10 years? But if couples are still loving each other in the same way they were 10 years in.
How often do your clients typically come for their sessions with you?
So usually we are on either a weekly or a bi-weekly schedule. The minimum commitment is 8 sessions, because sometimes what will happen is couples come, they have a few great sessions, and we're great, we're fine. Oh my God, things are so good. Our communication is so much better. And no, you just learn to walk around on eggshells, and because you received a few tips, so you still haven't had enough sessions to really learn how to put the tools in place to use the techniques to actually move through conflict. The biggest part of therapy, a client feeling safe enough to be vulnerable and tell you their business and their weaknesses. I can't help you with what you don't share. I'm excited about every single client that I see. If I can't give you 200%, you can't be on my caseload. I think that's why I have the reputation I have. Yeah. Because this is not a quantity based practice. This is a quality based practice. With any clinician that works with Matter of Focus, you're going to get quality. This is not, okay, your 40 minutes is up. Great. See you next week. No, I enjoy every single client. I care deeply about the success of every single person.
If I ever feel the need that I need to go see a therapist, I know who I'm calling. So is there anything else that you want to let the viewers know?
So, no. Matter of Focus Counseling is accepting new clients, whether it's for your relationship or even if it's for your kids. We have plenty of openings, but I do also have a webinar coming up for women on January 30th. It is a free webinar, but you do have to register. It's called Defying Gravity, but it's breaking free, healing from trauma. From that, there's also going to be a 6-week program that's also for women, but the introduction to that is the webinar. And then also for couples, there is a couples goal planning session. And so that's going to be coming up in February. And then we have a couples retreat and also a women's retreat that we're planning out for fall. Come see me. Yeah, come see us. Matter Focus was just recognized here in Fayetteville as Best of in 2024 under the category of psychotherapy.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Thank you. And all of that's based on reviews. The reviews speak.
Well, Miss Melanie, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
And remember, contact Miss Melanie here at Matter of Focus. She's here for you, so make sure that you reach out to her.
Yeah. And if you have a kid, you can come see us as well. And I will gladly place you with Kelly, who loves to play with our kids. Whatever your family needs, we have it here at Matter of Focus Counseling.
Now y'all need to go check out this content creator and her new book, How to Make Your Life Easier by Jade Nicole Skelton. Available on Amazon on January 17th. Let's check her out.
Growing up undiagnosed autistic, I still knew from a young age that something was different about me, and so did all of my peers. Whenever I would go to therapy, they would tell me that my brain was so fascinating, and they would ask me to study it. My book includes information on the sensory system, the development of autism and ADHD, including genetics, not to mention examples of autistic individuals throughout the book. I go over each stage of development and how each of these stages of developments may look different for individuals with autism, and spaces for you to write down your own information and journal. Being bullied because of the way I inherently was wrong. Sometimes it felt like a physical wall was stopping me from doing something. I just physically couldn't do the thing I was trying to do. Because life is already hard enough, it doesn't need to be harder. What we really need is how to make our lives easier.
Wow, that's amazing and so inspiring. I'm definitely going to be getting her book. Now available on Amazon, and y'all remember how much we love Amazon. If you want a segment like the one you just saw, just send an email to neighborlynewsnetwork@gmail.com. Okay, so for this week's poll, there is no poll this week, sorry. However, I do have a challenge. The challenge for this week to nominate your favorite nonprofit organization to be featured on our next Community Champions. And we do have a contest this week. As everyone knows, last week it snowed in Fayette and Coweta County. And if you don't know, you live under a rock. Send in the photo of the snowman that you made on our snow day to be featured on the next episode. Send it to neighborlynewsnetwork@gmail.com. Anyone and everything is welcome on Neighborly News Network. You can create your own segment and join me on the show. Don't forget, January birthday babies, just post your name, birth date, and age in the comments and we'll shout you out in the next video, or you can come on as a birthday guest star. Are you the next business of the week? Maybe you have something interesting that you just want to share with the community. We want to see what you guys have. For all businesses, news segments, promotions, nonprofit organizations, guest star opportunities, just send an email to neighborlynewsnetwork@gmail.com so we can get you on the next episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends. Neighborly News Network, every Monday at 7 p.m. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next video.